Right, today's cooking exploit. Why do I hear every time I mention cooking, I'm doing guacamole, or guacamole, or guacamole. Don't know how the Mexicans say it. Mole, or mole, when blessed by the Pope, it becomes holy moly. Oh dear, that's terrible. Now mole, I think, is Spanish for a sort of smashed up saucy dip type thing. So guacamole, I was finding out today. I was finding it online today. A mole is simply something that's smashed up, and guac means it's got avocado in it. Because I presume guac is Mexican, aka Spanish for avocado. It's not avocado mole, it's guacamole, right? Anyway, it contains avocados, so I got some of those. Oh, that's hard. Some are hard, some are soft. Anyway, all getting mashed up, so it doesn't matter. Now, there's a difference of opinion on what should go in a guacamole. Now, as mole just means mashed up avocado, you do need avocado. Apart from that, the world's your oyster. I wouldn't suggest using oysters, no. However, traditionally they do put over in Mexico they grow a lot of chilies, of course, and that's one of my homegrown ones. It's a paper lantern habanero, so I'm going to use that in all of them, but then I'm going to vary it a bit. Lime, it becomes very traditional, but some purists say you shouldn't use it, so I'm going to do 50-50, 50 without, 50 with. I think that'd be a good complement to the creaminess, but we will see. Then even more down the line, people add onion in, and coriander stroke cilantro, as the Americans say. But I haven't got that, so I'm going to use parsley out of the garden, some of it, just to make it more green and healthy. Salt, of course, I've got smoked salt here, which is very nice. But I'm not going to put the parsley and the onion in all of it, just half again. So we're going to have about 4 dishes here. The basic one will just be chilies, then chilies and lime, then the basic one with parsley and onion, but no lime, and then everything in: lime, onion, parsley, etc. So everyone's going to have chili in, but only 2 of them are going to have onion in, and only 2 of them are going to have lime in, and only 2 of them are going to have parsley in. But they're all going to have salt in, and they're all going to have avocados in. And I've got some homemade bread. Look how my wife's cut that. What did she use to cut it? And obviously not a straight knife. God, oh, it's not even good that way either. God, it's simple, you just go straight down. Anyway, I'll have to give that to the birds, that bit, make it trimmed up. So yeah, so I'm going to do avocado. First of all, I've got to do some prep work. I'm going to cut everything up into little balls. I'm going to leave that for the moment, and I'm going to get my avocados out. But first of all, let me do the parsley. As SpongeBob SquarePants would want a pint a few moments later. Obviously the parsley's been chopped up. I did actually add another chilli. I don't have to use it all, of course. And there's my finely chopped up red onion. And obviously I've seen the Ken J. Alt Lopez's guide to it, and when he mixes all those together, he pounds them a bit with the salt to get all the flavours out and smash them up a bit more. But because I'm cutting it into different ways of doing it, I'm going to have to divide things. So I'm going to keep half the chilies to one side and smash them up with salt. That's for just the one with the salt, the chili in it, and then the rest I will smash up together because we're doing different permutations. So I've got, yeah, don't screw it up, Andy. I haven't cut into the avocados yet. These 3 are going to be my test pilots. I'll do it each way, and whichever I think's the best, we'll then use the other 3 to do it that way. We'll have a big batch then. So that's another reason why I can't use everything at one go. Oh, it's so complicated. Luckily I've got lots of ingredients. I've still got other chilies in the freezer outside. So we've got enough stuff. Yeah, we'll be alright. Let's start cutting those in half and getting that stone out. Right, I've decided to do this in reverse order. So I'm going to do the complete mix first. So I've got chilies, my onions and my parsley and my salt in there. And I'm just going to use the back of a teaspoon to smash them all together for a while. If you've got a bigger batch, if you haven't got a pestle and mortar, then use the end of a rolling pin in a bigger dish. And that does the job as well. So let me mash these up a while. Well, the boys are at the barracks. I've got to say that every cooking video. It's my catchphrase, my meme. And the next thing is, how chunky do you want your guacamole? Some people like it chunky, some people like it smooth. Now, technically you should use a fork, like my mate in California said. Sounds very sensible. However, Ken J. Alt Lopez, the only man with a Windows 95 keyboard key in his name, Ken J. Alt Lopez, not Ken J. Left control right Alt Lopez. He says use the end of a whisk just to get the right. You can see the theory. That squidges it up, but then it makes it into chunks, like 10 at a go, rather than the fork, which is quite thin. These are quite hard avocados there. I might snap my my whisk. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go, and we'll be back in a minute to see the end result. Right, hold on a second. All I've done for that 2 minutes is try and chase them around the pan. It's semi-working, but my bowl is too slippy, and they're slippy. And that's not man enough for the job. This. Call that a whisk? This is a whisk. As Crocodile Dundee once said, while putting guacamole on his Barbie. Right, let me try it. I can't do this one I did, not with the GoPro. You'll have to imagine it. Imagine. No, I admit defeat. You need something with more grip on the bottom. The expression. As I said on my honeymoon night. I'm just going to use the fork. Well, my mate in SoCal will be laughing now. That was his recommendation all the way along. Oh, it's a simple thing. Yeah, do it the traditional way, as they do in Mexico. Yeah, you get a big fork out. Good. I think my avocados. Yeah. Oops. We got a jumper, as they say. Yeah, I think my avocados are just too hard, and this is too slippery. I'm gonna have to use something like Semtex to get them into small, to get them semi-squashed. It's not quite a mole yet, as in guacamole, is it? It's not quite these smashed up avocados. Yeah. At this rate, we're gonna have to smash up the toast, the bread, and put it on the avocados rather than smash up the avocados and put it on the toast. Oh dear me! God, I'm not even put the oven on yet to cook them. Guess part 4. Right, fuck all that off. Can't be arsed. Just use a big knife to chop it up. I can always squish it with the back of a teaspoon like I did the other stuff. Oh God! Oh well, onwards and upwards. I can't. Well, yeah. I'll probably burn the toast at this rate. And finally, the whisk comes into its own. Oh, it now looks somewhat moly. It reminds me of something when you do a hard-boiled egg and chop it up. But it's been in the fridge too long, gone green. Oh, yummy! Is it still too lumpy? I don't know. When I get it from the supermarket, it's more like a sauce. They pump it up with other ingredients just because they don't want to use avocado in there because it's expensive. Yeah, I think that'll do me though. Oh, I need to go for a lie down. That's just stage 1. I got to do the other bits. Yeah, and remember which order I decided to do it in. Oh, the lemon will be good, won't it? But I mustn't put lemon in everything. We'll just do the lemon and some salt first with a little bit of that, and we'll taste it. The taste test. What do I think? And then we'll start doing all the others. Well, I'm going to put the chilli in, of course. Should I put the chilli in now? I'll put the chilli in a minute and whisk it round. Sweet. So we have our basic avocados semi-smashed up, and we've got barbecue salt plus the chillies. technically I could smash those together to draw all the flavour out of the chilies. But you know what, I can't be bothered after all my trials and tribulations. So I'm just going to put them in there, mix it all up, and that will be a base batch. We'll see what it tastes like then. Just a little teaspoonful, and then we'll put some lemon in and see how that tastes. And then we'll go for all the other stuff which is in there and see how that tastes. Ooh, we're almost there, I think. But anyway, let's mix this in first. This is our baseline. We're always going to have salt and chilies in, and we'll see how hot it is. Right, we're almost ready. We've got our 4 spoons, we've got our 4 dishes. I'm going to cut that in a minute and sprinkle it over. That is the guac and the chili. That is my parsley and my onion and more chili. And that's my lime. I'm going to cut that in half in a minute. So we're going to have just guac and chili with lime, guac and chili and that, and guac, chili and lime and that. Permutations. And then the winner will be putting a slice of toast. You know, because my wife cut it like that, I will actually throw that to the. I will make it all Pythagoras like, and it's all 90-degree angles. Do that little bit to the birds because they like offcuts when somebody can't use a knife properly, like my wife, who can't be mentioned. Can't mention her name. Getting her a stone law. Oops, sorry. There we go. Right, so let me trim that up. I'm going to get ready for the taste test. I can do this all one-handed, I think. Once I've and with the GoPro, two-handed. Yeah, test it all out. Got to get my ratios right. Not too much of that, I don't think. No. Anyway, let's get cracking. And here we have it. All right, from left to right in the blue corner. Yeah, basically that's just avocado and some chilies. Then avocado and chilies with some lime juice. Avocado, chilies, parsley and onion, and then avocado, chili, lime juice and parsley. So that's the most complicated one. That's the simplest one. We're going to do it without any toast and with toast, and I'll bring on the toast in a minute. And we're off. Oh, I've had to pre-prep this. Got my toast out, got my normal one. Ooh, sweet. So let's summarise again. That's just got avocado and chilies. Avocado, chilies and lime. Avocado, chilies, parsley and onion. Avocado, chilies, parsley, onion and lime. Which is going to be the best? Simple to complex. Let me do my spoons first. Right, we'll start off with the simple one. Creamy. You can get the salt. They've all got salt in, by the way. Not too much kick from the. Oh, actually, it's got a nice back end on it. Pardon the expression. Yeah, that is very creamy. Quite like that, actually. Right, let's go for the one with the lime juice on it. Well, exactly the same flavour profile, but of course it's slightly more tangy because of the lime. But it's still good though. Actually, you know, it's not too limey. They're pretty equal, actually. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. This one's got onion and parsley in it. Should actually be coriander or cilantro, as they say. It's got quite more. I put twice as many chilies in this one. But this is the one without the lime juice, but it has got onion in, so we should add a bit of sharpness. Definitely taste the onion. Nothing from the parsley. Oh, you can get a slight bit of parsley. Yeah, it's not overly. Oh, actually, it's warm but not overly hot. Right, this is the one with the lemon in. Oh yeah, the lime. Not lemon, lime. That does make that better, actually, for some reason. Yeah. Interesting. For those two, I can't spot the difference, lime or not lime, but those I definitely prefer the lime, probably because you've got quite a few chilies in there and it just takes a bit of the heat out. And the onion as well. The more complex you get, I think you need to add more stuff as well. Right, let's try it on toast, my homemade toast. Ooh. Oh, that's very good. You can imagine that for breakfast. Couldn't imagine it. You're at breakfast time, it's 9 o'clock. Ooh, right, let's try this one. Ooh. Yeah, still equally good. I think you'd have to add a bit more lime if you really want a limey flavour, but they're both excellent for breakfast. Now we get onto the bad boys. Oh. Yeah, okay. Certainly more chilli forward, as you can tell, on this one, which was my favourite of these two last time. Yeah, definitely put the lime in. It makes it more balanced, believe it or not. Oh, my nose is starting to run, even more so. Oh, right, but no coughing or hiccups yet. A nice back end on that one, those two though, because I obviously put more chilies in. Because they had chilies in and they added more later. So yeah, double the chilies on those. But I added other flavours as well, so it balances out. Right, so what's my recommendation? Well, for those two, where you just do avocado and chilies, do you put lime in or not? Well, it doesn't make too much difference. They're definitely a breakfast dish. Yeah, you have it in the morning. Perhaps put some cheese in, who knows? Cottage cheese apparently fluffs it out. If you want to do a bit of a fluffer, put your cottage cheese